amazing goal by Ricky Villa. The big man from Argentina went round 1, 2, 3.
Hello everybody, this is the Perchy here from the Perchy TV. How are we all doing? How is everyone Sunday? Later on today, England versus Ukraine. So be interesting after Harry Kane becoming England's all-top goal scorer. We're not talking about England today, we're going to talk about Tottenham again because we love talking about Tottenham. And the new manager saga that seems to still be going on even to now, which Antonio Conte still not officially been sacked by Tottenham. However, the reports are that he is out in Italy still and hasn't returned. Let's talk about potential new targets. And the one I want to talk about is Julian Naglesmann. I think we're all pretty shocked that I think we're all really shocked that he got sacked by Bayern Munich. I think they've lost 3 games all season and he's been sacked. I mean, that just shows level of either ambition from Bayern Munich, or is that maybe they got it wrong? Maybe, I don't know. We don't know. We will only find out. They've now brought in Thomas Tuchel, the manager that was the former Chelsea manager and the man that was hotly tipped to take over Antonio Conte at Spurs. I was happy that he went to Bayern Munich. I didn't want him at the club. I didn't want him at Tottenham, and yeah, I think it's going to be a wild ride, isn't it? Really, with Tuchel going there. I think for now, for us at the moment, no. Let's talk about Julian Nagelsmann, a manager that I really wanted at Tottenham before the Jose saga, before he went to Bayern Munich, when he was at Leipzig. I think he's fallen into place for Tottenham. I think it's fallen perfectly into place. I feel like he would fit exactly what we need. He won't need massive players. I wouldn't suggest that he needs incredibly expensive players. I think he can get the best out of some of our younger talent that we have at the Tottenham Hotspur. And I think he could be the right man for the job, for the proper project. We need this sort of project at Tottenham where we go long-term with a manager. I don't think Conte was the answer. There was a reason why he signed an 18-month contract. So when a lot of people tell me, why don't you want to back Conte, but you'd rather back, say, a Nagelsmann or a Pochettino? Because Conte is not a long-term manager. You bring a Conte in because you've got the team to win a trophy, win the title. We were so far off that. We needed a massive change in ethos, a change in the way that we've done it, and it's just not how we do it at Tottenham. Like it or hate it, that's just who we are. We have to just understand who we are as a football club sometimes. And sometimes I think we forget who we are. I think when Conte came in, we were all thinking Bastonis, Vardials, these sort of Barellas, these really top players that just wouldn't come to Tottenham. Let's be frank and honest. If you've got an offer on the table for the likes of Barella, but they come in from Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham are at the bottom of that pile, aren't they? Let's be honest. You don't go to Tottenham if you've been offered places better elsewhere. And I think we have to just be a bit more sensible and understanding when we talk about these players. But let's go back to sort of the Nagelsmann talk. And I was thinking, and we were on stream with Savvy yesterday about it. I think he's the right man for the job. We say that he's a young manager, but he's an experienced manager as well. Look what he did at Hoffenheim. Took Hoffenheim from a relegation candidate to Champions League in just over a season. I think that's huge when you think about it. That's like taking West Ham from being in the bottom 3 to getting into the top 4. I think if that happened, we'd all be saying manager of the season. Look at similar to what Eddie Howe's done at a Newcastle side. They're challenging for the Champions League places. When he took over, they hadn't won a game in 10. So I think we have to put a bit of context when we talk about Nagelsmann. He then went to Leipzig and played some amazing football. I remember when I was at their stadium when they absolutely battered us under Jose Mourinho. When we had Jose Mourinho, we were battered. On the day, they were amazing. He's improved young players. They've brought in young players, and he's improved them. They've gone on to different grandeurs. Look at Nkunku's going to Chelsea. Hasn't gone just yet. There's so many that you could list about that over at that club at Leipzig. Then he's gone to Bayern Munich, and you look at Bayern Munich's side. Yes, they had an amazing squad. He hasn't spent loads of money to implement his system. He brought in De Ligt, Mane. Yeah, they paid 100 mil for those two. They didn't need any more. They hasn't gone out there and done what Chelsea have done and spent £400 million, 400 million euros. So I look at it and I do think he is the man at Tottenham that can improve it. You look at some of the way that he plays. He plays a 3-4-3. And you know my feelings about three at the back. Not a massive fan, but he can also switch to a 4-2-3-1. Now, you look at that and go, that's a manager that can adapt to situations. When we're playing under Conte, we play the 3-4-3, and it's exactly that. That's how we play. We don't change it. We don't move anything about. We don't go, do you know what? Let's drop Eric Dyer and go 4 at the back, and let's just give it a go and try something different. We don't do that. I've done stuff, and yeah, as I said, he's played 4-2-3-1 at Bayern Munich. He's played 3-4-3, adjusting to the team that he plays. Attacking, pressing from the front football. We need that at Tottenham. That's what the identity of Tottenham is, to play better football. But we can play better football, but also achieve with the Naglesmann. I was on the stream yesterday with Sava and Kuva and Alex. Big up all those guys. Sub to everyone and all those guys. And yeah, guys, and whilst you're here, before I say anything, please sub if you've not subbed, and please like this stuff. Massive help to all content creators. Your clicks of liking and subbing mean massive to us all, because it helps us build, it helps us grow, it helps us keep producing content, because we can see the engagement, commenting and stuff. There's stuff people you want to see. So please, guys, try to help the community. Like and subscribe to all Tottenham content creators across all the spectrum of the Tottenham world, because get a difference in all opinions. But so as I was sort of rambling on to about, I look at us and I go, we need to put in a situation. We give him a 5-year contract, and we tell him the first 2 seasons, as long as you don't relegate us, you're not judged. We're not judging you. We're going to judge you once we've got your players in and we've offloaded the players that you don't want. That's going to take 4 transfer windows. It may even take more. But we need to start with this. And people will say, well, you're a hypocrite, blah, blah, because you didn't want that for Conte. Conte doesn't do that long term. We know that. We understand that as a football club. He doesn't do that long term. Conte doesn't last longer than 3 years at a football team. Longest he was at Juventus for 3 years. The rest, it was about 18 months. Ironically, a year and a half. That's how he operates at Tottenham. That's why he's probably signed an 18-month contract at Tottenham. That's how we work. And I think we have to be sensible when we talk about this stuff. But Nagelsmann, I think long term, we look at this man and go long term. Give him the keys, give him the staff. If there's a director of football that he works well with, look at that man, look at that person as well. Let's build around this manager. He's young, he's hungry, and he can do well. He can work well at this football club. We just need to let him. As I said, we need to be short-term pain for long-term gain. 2 seasons, it doesn't matter if we finish 4th or 14th, doesn't matter. But he identifies those players that he wants, identifies the players he doesn't want. We start slowly building. We're not going to go in and buy 8 players in a transfer window. We might buy 2 or 3, but let's do that over 4 transfer windows. Start recruiting well. Make a plan for when Kane, Son, and Lloris go. Where's the plan for that? Where's the plan for when Kane, Son, and Lloris leave the club? Because that's going to be 2 years, maybe a couple more. But let's look at Nagelsmann as the long-term project. Let's look at him as the man we want to be the successor past the Kane era at Tottenham. Because let's be honest, we can be all naive and we love Harry Kane. He's 30. I mean, he's got what, 3 years left, maybe 4. I mean, I think he could play longer into it, but we have to be sensible enough to look at it and go, he's got 1 year left on his contract, and at the moment, there's no talk of him signing a new one. Why can't Nagelsmann be the manager that we go, you're the one we want post Harry Kane, post Heung-min Son, post Hugo Lloris? Start looking at him going, he doesn't want Eric Dyer. He doesn't want a Ben Davis. He doesn't want a Højbjerg. Start bringing young talent through. Start bringing the likes of Basuma back into this team, because I genuinely believe with Yves Basuma, we have a real talent at this football club and we can't waste it. I think he's amazing talent at this club, and we can't lose a player like that. We can't, because if we don't play him again next season, there's no way he wants to stay at this club, and he can go elsewhere and do amazing. I genuinely believe that. You look at the likes of Porro, Adoji. They could play at fullback. They could play as wing backs. You've got adaptability there at Tottenham. As I said, young players. Look at the centre half. Romero. I have criticised him this season. He's made mistakes this season. However, he's a big part of that defence. We need someone next to him. Maybe a Joachim Andersen, a Mark Guehi. Doesn't matter. There's a few names about. A leader next to him. 2 that can work together. If he does play a 3, figure out which is your 3 you want, which is the 4 you want. I think we have to come to acceptance. I think Nagelsmann's the best manager available right now. People telling me Jose Enrique. I just don't see it. I think he's a good manager. I just don't see how he works at Tottenham. And I think that's the key part. It's about working at this club. We need managers that will work. And I think Nagelsmann is the best opportunity for us to go in. We have to be quick. I've heard reports Chelsea are linked. Real Madrid are linked. Imagine if Real Madrid sack Ancelotti because they want Nagelsmann. Or Chelsea finally pull the plug on Potter, which hasn't worked this season. I still think he deserves more time, but maybe they go and look and go, we don't want Nagelsmann going to Tottenham, so we're going to go and sack Potter to bring him in. You would have thought that if that was the case, they would have done it already. But I look at Tottenham and go, Tottenham, you have to bring in Nagelsmann. But we also don't just have to bring him in. We have to go all guns blazing for a Nagelsmann. All guns blazing. We bring in the coaches he wants, the director of football we want. We implement the ethos and the style of play that he wants to play. And that is the ethos we're going to move forward as a football club. The plan is important. I hear about people saying the plan's not. It is. I think the plan at Tottenham is more important than anything that we have at this moment. We really need to do it. We can. I think we will. This football club can succeed. I know it feels like a pipe dream right now, but I genuinely feel optimistic with a Julian Nagelsmann. I genuinely feel it's an opportunity there that we have to go for. That's really all I want to say, guys. As I said, I want to say, everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever's left of it, whenever you see this. And also, and I said, please like, subscribe to all the stuff that I've got on here. I'm going to keep bringing out more content when I can. All my handles are below there. So I'm also on Twitch now. So my streams will be live on Twitch as well as YouTube. Obviously, I'm on Twitter. So listen, if you guys want to contact me on Twitter, contact me on Twitter. Comment on stuff on the YouTube videos. And obviously, if you have Twitch, please sub to my Twitch as well. We're going to start trying to build that back up with my live streams and everything. As I said, I want to say thank you guys, obviously, for all the love and support that you guys have. Weeks tomorrow since the channel started, and I feel like we've really hit a number. We're up to, I think, 313 subscribers. So if we can get that up to 320 before the end of the day, guys, that will be incredible. And I'll leave you with this parting message. Will Conte be in the dugout for the Everton game? Leave that in the comments, what your thoughts on that. But apart from that, guys, have an amazing day, and I will catch you soon. Peace out.